At around 4 p.m. on the 30th of November, with bands playing and flags fluttering, almost 20,000 men of the Confederate Army of Tennessee swung forward into the attack at Franklin. They made for an awesome sight. Among them was the talismanic figure of Patrick Cleburne, wearing a new uniform jacket, white linen shirt and kepi. He was mounted on a borrowed horse, as his regular animal, Red Pepper, had been wounded the previous day at Spring Hill. Riding forward into action, it seemed that, as promised, he was determined to lead by example and personally take his men over the federal works. Although the prospects of success for the advancing rebels should have been slight, a grievous error committed by Union General George D. Wagner handed them an opportunity. Wagner had left 2 of his brigades exposed a half a mile beyond the main federal line. They were far too small a force to stem the Confederate assault, and when the Army of Tennessee hit them, their position crumbled. As Wagner's men turned and ran for Franklin, Cleburne's soldiers sought to chase after them and follow them into the main line of works. Captain Sam Foster of Cleburne's division described how the Union men would, and I quote, "fire a few shots and break to a run, and as soon as they break to run, our men break after them. They have nearly half a mile to run to get back to their next line, so here we go, right after them, and yelling like fury and shooting at them at the same time. Kill some of them before they reach their works, and those that are in the second line of works are not able to shoot us because of their own men are in front of us and between us and them." Although Cleburne and his men were initially shielded by Wagner's fleeing troops, eventually the federal main line simply had to open fire. For those caught in it, be they Union or Confederate, the result was the same. By this time, Patrick Cleburne had crossed Wagner's advanced position and was heading for the main line when he was suddenly catapulted from his horse, which was killed under him. With the fire intensifying, one of Cleburne's couriers leapt from his own mount and offered it to the general. Just as Cleburne put his foot in the stirrup, a cannonball fired from near the cotton gin ploughed into the animal, eviscerating it. The courier also went down, his side shattered by a bullet. Cleburne, though, decided to press on. General Govan last caught sight of him plunging forward on foot, waving his cap in encouragement to the men before he disappeared into the smoke of battle. It was the last time he ever saw him. Many of Cleburne's men did reach the main line, where they became intermingled with those from other units as the deadly struggle for possession of the works reached a crescendo. But Patrick Cleburne was no longer with them.